Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your weekly intuitive reading. I hope that you're doing well. I am back. I was in Sedona, Arizona last week, so I did take a week break from doing the zodiac. And we had the new moon in your sign, Gemini, sun, moon, or rising. Yeah, well, through that energy, we definitely have been faced with our own duality, the two sides of ourselves, or the multiple sides of ourselves, and how they have been operating and actually in an energetic battle with each other. At the same time of the new moon in Gemini, Saturn in Pisces stations retrograde. This energy is the energy also of sort of duality or polarity as well. Pisces energy wants to be fluid and flow and be free. Saturn in Pisces, Saturn is our structure, our responsibilities, our discipline, but we're talking more of universal laws and not man-made rules and laws. Saturn is the law of karma, the ruler of karma, one of them, not all, and Father Time as well. But what we're getting a good idea is how have we gone about in our lives taking care of our responsibilities, taking care of self, taking care of your home, your work, mostly yourself and the responsibilities that come along with that. But are you truly free and happy in that? There's a push-pull, there's a duality within this, and it's showing us where we may have been a bit too rigid or been on the wrong path, the wrong perspective. The seeds have already been planted, excuse me, and grown, and things are flowering, coming to fruition, and realizing, is this where I really want to be? Am I happy? Do I feel free to be myself, and all of that? So that's a big energy that we're looking at as well. And we're working into the solstice energy, which is only in 2 days, which will be another energetic shift. There's a lot of energy on the plate right now for us all to eat from, so to speak. And our lunar nodes will be shifting fairly soon as well, from Scorpio and Taurus to Aries and Libra, which will be another massive energetic shift between our past and future selves and trajectories of our lives, that other push-pull that Pluto is constantly squaring. So while I was in Sedona, I picked up these cards, the Shamanic Healing Oracle cards. And whenever I pick out cards, I'm personally not picking them out. I typically walk around and something pops out, and these cards definitely were speaking to me. So I could not help myself but to bring them home with me. And I'm going to start your reading off with these cards here. So this is a message for sun, moon, or rising in the sign of Gemini. Keep in mind that these are general messages, so take what resonates for you and leave the rest. Check with your moon or rising or any of the other zodiac signs that may be popping out and speaking to you energetically. And if you would like to have a personal one-on-one reading with me, you can book that through my website, which is BeTheChange333.com. The information is in the description box below. I also make by hand energetic balancing jewelry. I should wear more of it to show you guys, but go on the website, check it out. Always offering up new stones and new energy healing properties for you guys. So, Gemini, let's see what comes through for you. What do we have for Gemini? First card out, we have honoring your energy. Yes, as you're being reflected, the duality within you, you're starting to get a good dose of, oh, that's not who I am. I'm playing out an aspect of it. Could be ancestral patterning, definitely some programming and conditioning aspects of the self that you've been dragging along with you all your life, but they're really exasperated right now. So say you have an aggressive side or a judgmental side, that side's really coming out strongly for you to actually see. Honoring your energy. This also speaks of giving yourself away, giving your energy away. A lot of us who are energetically sensitive right now are realizing how much of a sponge we are to everyone else's energy. So that's been a big realization for many people as well. Let's keep going for Gemini. Okay, on the floor. Letting go. Another big energy that has been with us for this entire month, especially with the Mars and Venus in Leo energy. We are faced with, what is it that we need to let go? I just did a collective reading and that was the title, What Do You Need to Release? This is the energy of the new moon in Gemini that just happened the other day, and Gemini is both polarities. It's also about our communication, letting go. We're being shown. We know there's a deep innate knowing that we all hold, that we all know, that we don't always trust, but at the same time you do, and it's telling you this aspect of yourself is holding you back. This aspect of yourself is asking for you to take a deeper look at it and to let it go. It could be something that brings up fear, anger, judgment, and changes. Bottom of the deck, the truth. Yes. Speaking your truth, being your truth. The truth is being revealed. Lots of changes happening worldwide, collectively, but we're talking about you right now, Gemini, and you're going through some pretty big changes in your life. So let's dive deeper into this. And it's all about honoring you, honoring your energy. Are you happy? Are you free? Or are you still, what came up in the collective, the Stockholm Syndrome? So like, that is, say we're all gated in like farm animals. We've always been in this pasture. We know it. We're not free. There's a lot of, it's not really a happy place. It's okay, but the gate's open. The gate is open and there's the whole wide world of the unknown out there. A few, maybe one or two, go out to explore that open unknown while the rest stay where it's comfortable. I know this area right here. I'm going to stay here. I don't want to go out there. I don't know what's out there. I could die. That is the energy I keep feeling, but you're not honoring yourself or your energy to open yourself up and to expand. To the doors have been opened by source, by spirit, to be free and be liberated. So it's let go of that fear, let go of what's keeping you still penned in. There are many changes that are happening. Change is inevitable. It is the only constant in life. Yet many are still terrified of change. So what truth is coming up for you right now, Gemini? It's important that you get in touch with that and trust it, because that is how you honor yourself and honor your energy. For Gemini, We can make excuses all day long, but when it comes back to the same old, and you're not happy and you're not free, that truth is going to haunt you until you decide to make some change. For Gemini. Okay. Indecision. So when we don't make a decision, when we don't do something or to change, that's a choice. That's a choice right there. You are not honoring yourself. You're not honoring your energy. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. When we're not using how we feel, our intuition, our deep innate knowing, we find ourselves on the fence. I don't know. The gate's open, but I feel more comfortable in here, but the unknown is calling to me, and it does seem more free and open and beautiful, but so it's back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Not using your intuition, you're falling back into fear. Trapped. Honor yourself. Honor your energy. And that's just an analogy. This could have also to do, relationships have been so strong. Mars and Venus working to really open us up to the truth of who we are within our relationships. And are you in an unhealthy or unhappy relationship? And this doesn't have to be marriage. It could be any type of relationship. But, you know, what stories are you telling yourself to stay in a situation? It doesn't have to be a relationship. It could be your relationship to your job, to anything. Worry. Oh, yes. Along with letting go. One of the first things that you really want to, it's definitely a Gemini trait, worry. I have many Geminis in my family. I am learning that worry does not change an outcome. It actually is a waste of energy. Honor your energy. It is definitely something probably passed down the family line, bloodline. There's something that you need to let go of, Gemini, and it causes you to worry. What if? What if I'm wrong? Not trusting my intuition, not trusting my feelings, my gut. Worrying about an outcome. So you're living for the future or the past and not being in the present. Not honoring your energy. Envy. Envy can be helpful at times to create great change. It's different from jealousy. Envy is you are doing what I want to do. You have what I want, but I've got to make changes to get to where you are. So it can be kind of a source of inspiration. I am the same as everyone, but with different challenges. So also what I'm getting here is that it's this pattern of negative self-talk. Yeah, but they probably have this, that, and the other thing that makes it easier for them. So like I can't do what they're doing because, and it's not like do what someone else is doing, but I'm talking about freedom and liberation because I have it's the story you tell yourself, basically. That's something you want to let go of. And at the bottom, we have abundance. And abundance comes in all shapes and sizes for all of us. Abundance is not necessarily money, financial. Of course, it could be, but abundance is of life itself. Living life, freedom, happiness, love, compassion, unity with others. I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. Oh, we're dropping. Guilt dropped on the floor, by the way. This is your truth. Honor your truth. Honor yourself. Honor your energy. You are a limitless being. You can make the changes necessary to have the life that you desire to experience, truly. Now, of course, yes, we all do have our own unique challenges to overcome to get to those points, but following the heart, following the gut is important here. I just get guilt. That fell on the floor for a reason. There are no accidents. All right. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. So here we go. There's those stories that we tell ourselves. Those beliefs that I cannot have that kind of life. I cannot have that experience because you fill in the blank. What story do you tell yourself, Gemini? And when we come to terms with these truths, these deep-seated truths about ourselves, we come to realize that we all self-sabotage ourselves in so many ways. It just depends on, what story you're telling yourself, what challenges you are working towards overcoming. I believe that's, it's the universe on the floor. All right, Gemini, you definitely have some universal forces working with you, for sure. And these energies are really showing you how you've been on the fence and what steps you need to take to pick a side and stay with it, honoring your energy, your truth, your desires. This is also completion of a cycle. New moons are about new starts, new, fresh perspectives, new realizations, new truths, change. So take notice of how life is speaking to you, how the universe is speaking to you right now. It could be through your dreams, sacrifice, and hope. So you are fully aware, Gemini, of what it is that you need to let go of, release, and move into going forward in your life. And it does bring up a lot of worry because it requires some form of sacrifice, or it seems as though you're going to have to sacrifice something for something else, which usually is the truth. We have to shut the door on an aspect of life before the new door opens up, bringing hope. Hold that hope, Gemini. Don't give up. Don't give up. And let go of the worry, the fear. I'm hearing a lot of self-doubt, negative self-talk. That's another thing to release. And, that's another part. We are seeing the Jekyll and Hyde within ourselves from this new moon in Gemini, the duality of ourselves, the part of ourselves that loves who we are, and the other part of ourselves that doesn't like is nitpicking all these different aspects of ourself and others and life in general. Here's that Stockholm syndrome that I was talking about, trapped in fear with base chakra. As these changes continue to amplify, it is very apparent that you've been held, trapped in a perspective that's caged in. The door's open, but you haven't walked out of it because you don't feel safe. Because it is definitely a root chakra issue of safety and security at the most fundamental level of survival. It could be financial. It could be, for your health or your well-being. Something from the past or some form of programming and conditioning in the mind that's keeping you trapped and caged in a certain aspect of your life or all around. Bottom of the deck, we have patience and planning. So as we continue to roll through the cycles, the moon cycles, the sun cycles, all the planetary cycles, we've had to be patient in certain aspects of our lives. But the planning aspect is these ideas pop up. We have, I saw imagination somewhere. Where was it? Oh, it's below guilt. So below guilt opens up the imagination. So there may be something that you need to let go of. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. Once you let that go, you can open up the mind to imagination. And that's what we're planning, truly. It's not the same kind of planning. These cards depict universal laws, universal energetic laws, not man-made stuff. So when we can open up our creative aspects, our imagination, our mind, it will show you like where your soul is yearning to go, to experience, to expand. That's the type of planning you want to do. Vision, envision, and maybe a door will open where you can take the first step and see. Take a few steps outside of the cage, outside of the gate. Get a feel for it, the freedom. Wow, okay. Oh, we're going with these cards for Gemini. We'll do one more spread, and then we will get to your advice. You have a deep knowing of the changes that are required for you to be in alignment with your soul's path. That is your truth. Energetically. This is not the stories that have been told to you from the moment you were born as to like what you should do and who you are and all of that stuff. Honor your energy. It is unique. And the universe is really trying to tip you off of that fence, that indecision. No fool. Again. Trust. Gemini. It's important that you trust the unknown. And this energy is speaking to you so strongly, it's almost like you cannot, when you don't take hold of the full energy of like, I'm just going to see, I'm just going to try. If I fall, I will be caught, right? Because when you don't, the energy, the pressure of that energy and unhappiness and just is really intense. So take a giant leap of faith, Gemini. You will be caught. The unknown is not that scary. It's actually beautiful and amazing. It is in your own mind, the worry that creates that fear, that creates, you can create some things that would cause you to worry more. But when you have trust, when you know that you are being led by your heart, by energy, by things that you cannot see, justice brings justice, balance, reciprocity by life. This is also balancing the two Jekyll and Hydes within you, the duality of yourself. Acceptance of all of your parts, but then bring it into balance and embrace that full energy, that leaping out into the unknown, being adventurous. Things are changing and I'm changing too, and I'm going with it. Trust how you feel. On the floor. 4 of materials in reverse. Really holding on tight to something. But when the truth becomes very apparent, that energy shifts. It may assist you in letting go of something that is no longer serving you. It may have served you for some, at some point in time. 7 of emotions. Let me feel this energy out. Sorry. This stool gets uncomfortable after a while, so I need some cushion for myself. All right. 7 of emotions, trapped in fear, changes, envy. This speaks of all choices. Which do I choose? So many fish in the sea I'm hearing from this card. All of these options. We live in this world of so many options, right? What do I choose? It's just overwhelming. Well, first of all, choose to get out of the cage and feel safe. Trust the changes that you are being pressured into making. Beautiful. Death is below the 4 of Pentacles. So you may be loosening your grip on something. Hanged Man below that, because you're starting to see things in a new angle, a new light, a new perspective. You may have been hung up for some time where like things just weren't really working out in any aspect of life, and you were like meant to sit in something that was uncomfortable for you. But the truth of that is it was showing you where you don't want to be anymore. And a lot of times we have to like completely lose ourselves to find our true selves, the truth. So Gemini, I'm going to get some advice for you to wrap this up. It's quite interesting energy. Check out the collective reading I just uploaded. I talk about a little bit about the Schumann resonance chart, all the energetics that are just working overtime right now as we are transitioning into a new phase of life here. And Gemini, if you are liking this video so far, please do me a solid favor and click that like button, that thumbs up like button for me. That helps with the algorithms here on YouTube, and I appreciate it. Feel free to comment. That also helps with the algorithms, but I love reading all of your comments. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And again, I am open for personal readings again, so check out my website, BeTheChange333.com. All right, advice for Gemini. Okay, well, we are going to take Smoke and Mirrors. Let's see what else fell on the board here. Opening to discovery. Well. That's that Fool card. Being open to discovering something new. Awakening, genius. So you are having quite the awakening right now, as we all are. Always and forever. We get put into these Neptunian fogs and we tunnel down into the abyss of ourselves, and we come back up and we're like, whoa, who was I? You know, it is quite the journey itself. We're going to read for you your advice, Smoke and Mirrors. We're actually built to view the world inaccurately. Our 5 senses tell us we are separated from one another. We're conditioned to see time as linear. This creates a consciousness of delineation, separation, and finality. We have an innate fear that what we see is all there is. Although we know deep down there is more, we are suspicious of it. Our fear of death results from this kind of perception. The entire world is a construct of smoke and mirrors, and our job is to discover the truth that lies beyond this illusion. Discoveries at the frontiers of science align with what the ancients have known. At the atomic level, we are blinking lights and empty space. Consciousness is fundamental. Time can be bent, and we are eternal. Ask yourself if what you see is really just what you're looking for. What do you sense beyond your intellectual assessment of what is? Can you drop into your heart and soul and call for a vision, a feeling, an awareness of the true and authentic? Every day, remind yourself that you are intrinsically connected to all of life. The universe needs you to learn about it. You have within you extraordinary magic with which to co-create life beyond your wildest expectations. Today, trust the inner voice that reminds you that you are true, that you truly will find what you seek and more. Even if outer conditions appear to challenge that, it's all smoke and mirrors. Things are not exactly as they seem. And that's true. The illusion is, the veil's being lifted. And a lot of this stuff that instills fear and worry and doubt and mistrust are the actual illusions. And I think that consciousness is becoming much more to light awareness, understanding, acceptance of the truth as things continue to change and shift, and we begin to let go of what needs to fall off and dissipate within ourselves and our life path. So that is what I have for you this week, Gemini. I hope that this was helpful for you, and I'm sending you out so much love. Take care. Bye.